Hi boys and girls, welcome to our first video regarding how to set up your trombone. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that you have your trombone with you, let's take a look at your case. Your case has one side that's a little bit bigger than the other one. See, this side is a little smaller and this side is a little bit bigger. So what you want to do is actually put that bigger side towards the front and the smaller side towards the back. And you'll also want to go ahead and set this case down on your right hand side. So this is my right hand, by the way, right hand. So you set it down on your right hand side, and then there are these latches. Usually there's about 3 of them. Okay, all you do once you put it down is on the floor you flip these latches open, and then your case will open. But I'm not going to open it on my lap because that's a bad habit. Things might come falling out, so I always open my case after I set it down on the floor. So after I set it down on the floor, I'm going to open those 3 latches that we just talked about right now, and then I'm going to open the case. It's beautiful. All right. So the first part that you're going to take out is called the slide. So this is the slide right here. Okay. So on the slide, at one end there is this little nub, and let's go up to our close-up view right here. This is the little nub that I'm talking about on the round side of the slide. You see how the other side is not round? So on the round side, that's the little nub. Now, what you want to do is take that little nub and put it on the floor right there. That's designed for you to set it on the floor. So then you can go grab the other piece, which is called the bell. So here we go. This is the bell, right? If we look at it this way, doesn't it look like a bell, right? So here we go. Now this is the part where usually some people get a little bit confused. Well, which side do I put it in? I don't know. Well, here's the easy way to tell. On your slide, one side has little threadings that you can thread the bell into. So let me just show you that really quick. So here we go. So if you take a look right here, this side has little threadings on it. This side does not. So this side is a little longer, has a little threading. This side is shorter and it does not have threading on it. So anyways, put that down. Grab the bell. Put it over the long side, okay? But don't tighten it yet, don't lock it in yet, because here we go. Here's the next confusing part. Does it go like this? Does it go like this? Or does it go like this? Well, here we go. It goes this way. So here's how you tell, okay? So let's say if you have the bell facing forward like this on the top, okay? So let's go over to our overhead view right here. So if we have our bell right here, okay, on the top, the other hole that we did not put the bell into should be over to the right hand side. So if you have it like this, everything is straight, that's incorrect. If you have it like this, where the extra hole is on the left, that is incorrect. So you want to make sure it's on the right, okay? And now that you have it on the correct end, so this should form kind of like a letter L. So right here, that's like a letter L right here. Now you are ready to lock in the bell. So you turn this ring righty-tighty, okay? This is right, this is the left. That's left side. So you want to go right side. clockwise is another way of thinking about it. So righty-tighty. Okay. And usually students will ask, how tight? Well, finger tight. So when you're at the end, you can't go any tighter with your finger. Stop right there and that's fine. Make sure you don't try to over tighten it because later on you might have an issue taking it apart. All right, so here we go. We have our instrument assembled. We have our slide. We have our bell. Well, that leaves us with one more part. And that is the mouthpiece, okay? Remember that extra hole that we have right here? It's very easy. All you do is you drop it in, that's it. Notice I did not push it in. I did not hit it because if you hit it, it will get stuck sometimes and you can't take it out. Now, if that happens, or sometimes if you drop your trombone, the mouthpiece will hit the floor and then that will force the mouthpiece in and it will get stuck and you won't be able to take it out. If that happens, please contact me, okay? If you cannot simply pull it out, please don't use a tool. There is a special tool called the mouthpiece puller, and we'll visit that at a later episode regarding the mouthpiece puller and how to take things out. But if your mouthpiece gets stuck and you can't take it out by hand, or you can't take it out very easily, stop. Don't go any further because using any other tools will cause damage to this instrument. So please don't do that, okay? So anyways, you drop your instrument in and there you go. Your trombone is now officially set up. Now you want to make sure when you have your trombone, you don't hold it upside down because if you hold it upside down, the mouthpiece is going to fall out and you might damage the mouthpiece or you might damage your flooring, okay? So always hold it up. If you ever want to take a break, very easy, just take your trombone, put it in your case and leave it, do what you need to do, come back, pick it up, and make sure the mouthpiece is always facing up, never face down because it will fall out, okay? Now there's one last part I'll tell you about this and you want to be very, very careful, okay? On your slide, there is a slide lock. Notice it doesn't move right now, but watch, if I unlock it, oh look, I can slide your trombone, make it long, make it short, okay? And you also want to make sure every time when you're about to put your trombone down, you lock the slide lock. Otherwise, what will happen is as soon as you let go, the slide will fall out and you will damage or break things, okay? If it does fall out, so here you go. Let's say you had an accident. If it falls out, please make sure you do not take this end and put it on the floor. Because if anything gets dented, if it's not round, your slide won't go back very easily, okay? So you want to make sure then you do it very, very slowly and carefully and you put the slide back and you lock it. Okay, let's give you a close-up view of the slide lock. So here's the slide lock. Right now it's locked. If I turn it a little bit, the slide will open. Okay, you don't need to turn it all the way around, just a little bit and then you'll be able to see. See, it's open and now it's locked close. So there you go. All right. So here we go. Let's pretend we are done with practicing. Now we're going to put everything back. So everything goes back in reverse. The last thing that we put in was the mouthpiece, right? So now it's the first thing to go. So mouthpiece goes in your case. Unlock or loosen the bell. Okay, and then what you can do is you kind of twist and pull up. Oh, maybe it's not ready yet, so I need to keep untwisting. Oh, there we go. Okay, I hold it I put my bell back, okay, and then here we go. And then I put my slide back in. Make sure the slide is locked, because next time when you pick it up, if it's not locked, next time you'll grab it and everything will fall out. So make sure that's locked, okay? Now when it's sitting in your case, it should sit in one of two positions depending on the shape of your case. Some cases your slide will sit flat like this in there. There is a spit valve right here, or a water key, okay? A water key. Make sure the water key is facing up. Don't put the water key against the case. So make sure it's facing up and away from things, okay? Now in my case, let me go ahead and show you this real quick. I'm only doing this because I can show you. I would usually not put it on my lap because I don't want to have an accident. So here we go. So in this case, the water key will have to go this way on the top, because I don't want to push the water key in here and then maybe damage it. So it goes this way. And then you can see the water key is right here, okay, right here. Let's give you a close-up on that. My water key is right here facing up, so it's not facing down. So don't do this, don't put it in, because there's a little very small amount of space. If I put it in, it might damage the water key. So make sure it's facing up like this, okay? Now some of your cases, for different cases, sometimes your slide will actually need to go on this upper part of the case, like this, with the water key facing out. So don't put it in like this with the water key facing in. You might damage the water key, okay? So like this, all right? So all depends on what kind of case you get. And then, of course, this would be down on the floor right now, so let me put it back. So here we go. And then you close it carefully. And then you put the latches on, lock it. And then voila, you're ready to go. Now remember, if your case does not close, slow down, check it out. Find out if something is in the way. Don't just press your case really hard and then close it, because that means you might break something. So if the case doesn't close, double check, see what's in the way. Did I put everything all the way in, or is it kind of, you know, keeping the lid up? All right. Well, thank you very much for being with me on our very first episode of our trombone class. Have a nice day, and I will see you around.